The PlayStation 2 proved to be an absolute treasure chest of shiver-inducing horror gaming. Among the scares, players also encountered some of the most complicated games out there, adding to the overall tension already on offer. Such games managed to combine atmospheric storytelling, challenging gameplay, and effective chilling environments to deliver some unforgettably demanding gameplay experiences. From navigating intricate labyrinths and solving mind-bending puzzles to surviving terrifying encounters with spooky antagonists, horror gaming consistently delivered the goods through the immensely successful run of the PS2. Of the many horror classics from those nostalgic years of gaming, some stand out above the rest for putting players through their paces in a way the gaming medium rarely managed to at the time. Hello again, friends, and welcome back to Game Rant. I'm Casey, and these are the 6 hardest PS2 horror games. At number 6, we've got Haunting Ground. The aptly titled Haunting Ground was initially dismissed in some circles due to its striking similarities with Clock Tower 3. In the years since, however, the game's thoughtful storytelling and effective character arc with player protagonist Fiona have brightened up its reputation considerably. Devoid of more conventional action for the most part, Haunting Ground emphasizes evasion and stealth, providing a refreshing twist of the survival horror genre at the time. The lack of any real strength on the player character's part unsurprisingly makes everything considerably more difficult, as even a sighting from an enemy can be a frustrating death sentence. The only AI companion players can rely on is Huey, a trusty dog who frequently proves to be crucial in safely navigating the game's hazardous terrain. With limited resources and an impressively adaptive AI that can change with player tactics, Haunting Ground is always an uphill battle to progress through. At number 5, we've got Siren. Focusing on a group of strangers with a psychic connection, Siren impressed critics and gamers alike at the time of its release back in 2003. Sporting slick, unconventional gameplay mechanics to support its supernatural plot, the game takes players on a grim, twisted journey. As players uncover the disturbing conspiracy at the heart of Hanura, the mysterious town setting, they must also grow accustomed to the game's innovative sight-jacking ability. The feature lets players see through the eyes of other characters, adding another layer of both tension and confusion to the proceedings. The town itself is crawling with menacing creatures that hunt everyone not exposed to their mysterious affliction, making just journeying through any area an intense, unpredictable affair. With the now monstrous townfolk seemingly immortal, it becomes incredibly difficult to keep enemies at bay, causing this engrossing mystery chiller to often become infuriatingly challenging to get through. At number 4, we've got Rule of Rose. Taking players back to 1930s England, Rule of Rose quickly proved itself to be one of the most unconventional horror games ever upon its 2006 release. Main character Jennifer finds herself trapped in a bizarre alternate reality, ruled over by a group of sinister young girls known as the Red Crayon Aristocrats. The imaginative, often disturbing narrative lends itself to a suitably unsettling gaming experience, as players must navigate an eerie world full of dangerous entities. The difficulty lies in the overall offensive weakness of the Jennifer character, with it nearly always being a better call to hide from and evade enemies rather than face them head-on. The sneak-focused gameplay is suitably difficult in its own right, ensuring even the simplest of tasks can become nightmarish to complete. With its disturbing, often thought-provoking storytelling, Rule of Rose's overpowering approach to gameplay is an intense, memorably unpleasant adventure through darkness that was even banned in some countries. At number 3, we've got Fatal Frame 2. Armed with just a mere camera, players must contend with a litany of evil spirits in this chilling 2003 horror classic. Players are introduced to Mio and Mayu Amakura, twin sisters who find themselves in supernatural danger when passing through a ghost town. Sporting little in common with its predecessor, the inventive sequel drastically ups the scares, making for a nerve-shredding gaming experience. The weaponized camera grants players the chance to vanquish the dangerous spirits prowling about, as taking their picture proves to be fatal. Timing is everything for players here as they navigate through the increasingly dangerous setting. Considering its high number of threats, coupled with the limited difficult offense players can muster, surviving at all is a tough objective here, especially for beginners. Widely praised as one of the scariest games of its generation, Fatal Frame 2 can only be saved at points where players can find red lanterns, making death a major setback, lending further to the survival horror's difficult reputation. At number 2, we've got Resident Evil 4. Infusing the zombie horror proceedings with more action than its predecessors, Resident Evil 4 remains a gold standard in gaming suspense and tension. Players take control of Leon S. Kennedy, a U.S. special agent tasked with rescuing the president's daughter from a sinister cult in Spain. The classic 2005 release offers players an engrossing, frequently unsettling hybrid of survival horror and high-stakes action, keeping them on their toes throughout the game's fast-paced duration. The glaringly finite ammunition and healing items add depth and difficulty to the gameplay, forcing players to sensibly manage what resources they have or risk heading into the action empty-handed. By the standards of the time, the enemy AI is viciously formidable, forcing players to grind out tough, survivalist combat against fearsome hordes of monstrous creatures and infected villagers. Overall, with its engaging plot, immersive level design, and hard-hitting gameplay, Resident Evil 4 is a tough but rewarding horror gaming experience. And taking her spot at number 1, Silent Hill 2. A seminal moment in horror gaming, Silent Hill 2 stands out both for its frustrating difficulty and its overall high quality. The highly acclaimed horror sequel challenges players with relentless challenges, testing their problem-solving skills and overall perseverance. The game's intricate puzzles gel neatly with the dark atmospheric environments on offer, often leaving gamers feeling lost and even overwhelmed. Harder still is the scarcity of resources players can rely upon, forcing players to carefully manage their inventory and often make tough decisions on how to progress forward. On top of the complex, intricate gameplay, Silent Hill 2 is supremely effective in scaring players, using psychological horror elements to frequently mess with gamers, heighten the tension, and ultimately make it even more difficult to navigate effectively through the game's nightmarish world. And there you have it, folks, the 6 hardest PS2 horror games. Let us know in the comments if you've had the chance to play any of these games and if they were scary to you. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, be sure to visit GameRant.com for more top-notch gaming content. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care for now.